No, hey, ustedes. Oh, that's because okay, so
Wait for.
yeah, I'm just gonna wait. So hello everybody, and thank you all for coming. My name is Andrea Saca, and I come along with the Call the Wild crew from the Americas Go Tegucigalpa in Honduras to present the project that we have been working on since last year. Thus the name Call the Wild, the sequel. And how can I explain or describe to you that we have literally put our hearts and souls into this project, and we're so proud of everything we could achieve in these past 2 years. Okay, there we go. Okay, so our goal is to further improve and develop our local zoo, which is El Zoológico Metropolitano Rosie Walter in El Picacho, or the Rosie Walter Metropolitan Zoo. This zoo has been maintained by the government. However, there are countless organizations such as FundaSU, Grupo Terra, Fundación Nasser, and the embassies of Japan and Taiwan that have contributed to the enhancement of our beautiful zoo. Together with these organizations, we are working towards to reach the 5-year plan. And this plan consists of new cages for the animals, paved paths with clear directions of where to go, clear labeling of the animal sanctuaries, and a new kitchen and clinic for the animals. Okay, so the renovation of the zoo is not only important for the animals, but it's also extremely important for us. It does not only apply a new home for the animals, but it also creates a very attractive tourist spot, which will not only entertain, but will educate visitors as well. In Honduras, there are very few places where people can go and spend a lovely and fun afternoon. So we saw this as a possibility, and we made it happen. This zoo emphasizes and enhances the beauty of our country by exhibiting and featuring our most fascinating animals, such as the guacamaya, the deer, the jaguar, exotic birds, and many, many other diverse animals. Okay, there are lots of benefits to the zoo. This zoo prevents the extinction of these endangered animals, and it protects them. Our purpose is to create a conservation center dedicated to provide its visitors the opportunity to appreciate the natural wealth of flora and fauna in Honduras, especially our native species. And we also want to educate them about our ecosystem and also about our cultural legacy. So our mission is to conserve our species and to encourage environmental education and to strengthen the bonds between human beings and their environment. Okay, so when we first started this project, we saw how run down the cages were and how run down the zoo was in general. But we are here to change that. We want to provide these animals the best habitat and to make their home as comfortable as possible. My team and I have been working nonstop to improve our local gem. So as you can see, this is the old jaguar cage, and you can see that it's very small and very limited, and it doesn't have the proper space for such a big animal to properly move around or to develop. And you know, it's even dirty and it's not appropriate for this animal. But this is the new and improved jaguar cage. It is much more bigger for the animal to move around, and it also represents a much more natural environment. So as I said before, this is a project that we have been working since last year. So the year before was mostly focused on raising awareness and propaganda and to spread the word to our community and, you know, to just make people realize that they even have a zoo in their own city. And believe me, the people's interest for the zoo spread like wildfire. It created a ripple effect, and now there are countless volunteers from different schools in Tegucigalpa that are contributing along with us to the enhancement of our zoo. So this year we had very, very big plans, and thankfully we could achieve them. It just takes time, dedication, and a lot of hard work. So this year we did big fundraisers, and we also financially helped the zoo. We started out very small as a bake sale in our fundraisers, but then we expanded and involved much more people and created a much bigger impact. And the importance of these fundraisers is that all profit goes directly to the zoo. With the money that we have given the zoo, we have seen extraordinary changes, such as the enlargement of the jaguar cage, as I said before, a new serpentarium, and bigger aviaries. Now, the jaguar has massive space to run, to feel free, and you know, it can even take a bath in its big waterfall. And the snakes can out sizzle and, you know, do what snakes do in very wide and ample cages. And the toucans can fly around and are not so limited or crowded as the cages they had before. We have seen tons of progress these 2 years, but obviously there's much more work we must continue to do, such as the enlargement of the lion cage, the monkeys, and the deer. We have also increased the amount of visitors that go to this wildlife park due to the new petting zoo and playground that has been finalized this year. Now kids can have fun during their visit, and it has greatly helped the zoo. And this increase of visitors is also due to our propaganda methods and fundraisers that we held at our school, at our zoo, and various other locations. And we have been collaborating with countless organizations to make this exact change at the zoo. Okay, so we have created an unbreakable bond with these animals. And our goal is to provide them the best habitat. And this bond goes beyond those who live at the zoo, but those who work at the zoo as well, and have been with us during every step of the way. This is a project that has plenty of potential and is sustainable. This is a commitment for life, and it goes beyond gender. It is much more bigger than that, and we're very optimistic to see future changes later in this week. So now, my friend Graciela will give us a little background information about our zoo.
Thank you, Andrea. So let's take it way. So Zoológico Metropolitano, also known as the Rosie Walter Metropolitan Zoo, started out as a conservation and recuperation center for the animals in the year 1975. Centered in southeast Tegucigalpa in an area called Nueva Aldea, but no more than 4 years, the conservation was proceeded to Picacho, where it's currently found. Like 25 years ago, even before this conservation was even founded, there was this woman called Rosie Walter. So Rosie Walter was a woman filled with dreams. She had passion for animals, she felt tenderness for them, and wanted to help them as much as she could, so she called for help. Ever since she was an expert in zoology and veterinary, she knew all the ways she could help these animals. Ever since she rescued animals who were left on the streets. So, her dream was supported by the government, and this dream was made this zoo with 64 different species, 400 animals, and a stunning region of Tegucigalpa, Honduras. So like I said before, none of this would have ever happened if this countless organization and fundraisers would have ever helped her. So one of the most important organizations that was founded to help the zoo is called Fundasu. So Fundasu is a nonprofit corporation that was founded to improve, sustain, maintain, and help the zoo. Along with Fundasu, Grupo Terra, embassies of Japan and Taiwan, architects, and the Call of the Wild members, we're working together to help the zoo every single day. So we're working together, and like the architects are helping the life of distance-sensitive animals such as lions, monkeys, snakes, birds, anteaters, and much more to improve the zoo grounds and to make them more bigger than what they are right now. So, for example, in the year 2014, thanks to Japan Embassy, the quarantine and the clinic buildings were inaugurated to help these animals. So the purpose of our club is to keep interaction between humans and animals, and this is the way that we did it. We keep together this interaction between us, between Hondurans and this zoo, so that we can share awareness about how these animals need our help. So yeah. So the way that we did this was that we contributed by giving money, because we did from all this year, we did events like Colors Day, movie night, all this. So we fundraised money, and we also gave cages to these new animals to give them a new life and a better life. So in this slide, you can see the days and hours if you want to go to the zoo, and the fees for elderly, a kid, or for an adult. Okay, so this zoo isn't only about learning or seeing species or anything like that, but entertainment takes the whole credit. There's this park with swings, small rock climbers, sleds, and things like that. If you're bored, you can go there, and never fails the kids. And if an empty stomach is present, there's also a food stand where they sell chips, sodas, fresheners, and all those things that you will want in a long day at the zoo. So in the future, what we really want to do is help more these animals and giving these animals new life, as we have done all this year and the year before. So thank you. And now my friend Luciana will talk to you about the events that we have done throughout this year to help these animals.
So thank you. So we put the fun in fundraising. Fundraising is an easy task, but there's no better way to have fun while you fundraise. So even though last year we made lots of funding and we raised a lot of money, this year we decided to make a switch to it, make it less, boring, because bake sales and color sale are just a bit mainstream, and that's the only way students can raise money. So we decided to make a switch to it. As great minds that think alike, together with our creativity, we decided to come up with ideas such as, being able to come dressed as your favorite animal on Colors Day, and our big activity that took place on February the 3rd, which my friend coming up will talk more in depth, was such an amazing and successful activity, and we had fun, the dogs had fun, even the kids had fun, and we united together for a purpose. So we did activities such as Pintando Tegucigalpa and Movie Night, which were so successful, and they were like the switch to it. That was the whole new game. And Pintando Tegucigalpa and bake sales. So someone's hungry, our first activity was a bake sale. It hosted at our local mall, Mall Multiplaza, back in Tegucigalpa, in which we continued to spread awareness and propaganda to people who walked by and wanted to purchase our delicious looking goodies. And it was so appealing to the eyesight because we decorated in such a way that people just were attracted. And even people that weren't interested in the food, they just came and they asked about the purpose of our project, and they even donated to the cause, and that is what we're grateful for. Our second activity was much more bigger. We met with much more people and much more organizations, and we worked with Fonda Zoo, which we had worked previously with, and an organization called Mujeres de las Artes. Mujeres de las Artes is an organization that helps unprivileged kids learn through art. So we united together with them, and we decided to host an activity at our local zoo, at the Rosie Walter, and we all volunteered to sell invitations through our city and our school. We sold in our school, in stores, and bakeries and restaurants and other stores. We sold over 120 invitations and gathered 30,000 lempiras, which is kind of a lot for just 6 girls, and this money goes directly to the zoo. The kids, they were provided with a colorful t-shirt that said Pintando Tegucigalpa, and in case they were hungry, we provided them with a snack. So we sang many songs and played many interactive games. After playing games, we sat down and began to finger paint because, well, little kids just like to get messy with their fingers, and they learned how to mix colors, and that red and yellow make orange, and how blue and yellow make green, the basics of art. And they drew their personal perspective of Tegucigalpa and how they saw the city and the people who lived there. And we were pretty much impacted because, the drawings were not as great as, you expect, but they did have a story behind them. They also painted their favorite animal, and along we taught them about their natural habitat and their behavior. And after that, we gave them a tour around the zoo, and that was like the highlight of the whole activity because we asked them what their favorite animal was, and of course, it was the fearful lions and the playful monkeys. And this must be saying, bro, what? Because after this activity, there was a 30% increase in visits and in popularity because we raised up to a 30%, and now people go there often because it has become such an appealing and safe place because before it was not safe at all. And now last month, I think, we went to the zoo, and we even saw people hosting their birthday parties, and we were so glad about this happening. So now my friend Kiara will talk more about the activity I mentioned.
Thank you, Luciana. Throughout this activity, we looked for new ways to raise funds. In order to do this, we came up with Movie Night. As the name insinuates, Movie Night is an activity where we showed an animated Disney movie in a large screen donated by one of our sponsors, Tigo, which is a Honduran successful phone company. The movie we chose was Zootopia. We thought this movie was perfect for us because our topic, as you know, is about the zoo, and this movie shows about zoo animals that interact in life the same way we do it every single day. The main purposes of this activity were to entertain, spread awareness, create funds, and most important, leave a mark in other people's lives that will last forever. Not everyone finds out about everything that happens around school by themselves, do they? So what we did is that we send via elementary students, kindergarteners, and email flyers saying more specific information about the activity plan. So how we did it, we all gym group that in our school came together as one. Each had a different activity game. They had a chance to create their own game in order to raise funds that would benefit their own activity. And we all collaborated with each other and helped each other in everything we need. The perks you could find are masks, you can see over there, bandanas, the cloths you can see, butterfly wings, which we didn't bring, tiaras for the girls wanted to feel like a princess, pencils and erasers, and a goodie bag which included a cookie and a mask. Some activities done were food sales, which Yumi's helped us a lot with this, which is a chip company in Honduras, which donated a big amount of chips for us to sell and raise funds. You can also find inflatable slides of different sizes for kids to play with, mini games like shoot the ball in a hoop, and a picture frame which you could take pictures with to have them for some kind of thing. The zoo also helped us and made our night much more interesting by bringing two very special guests, a toucan and a baby tiger. People went crazy about this. They all gathered around to watch this amazing creatures. At the entrance, they had to pay 150 lempiras or $6.34. They would receive a kit per ticket or per person, which included tea, popcorn, and a brownie. At exactly 7 p.m., the movie started. But before this, we thank people for coming and attending to this activity and for helping our cause and what this activity was basically for. It was very important for the PTO parents to attend to this activity because without their support and help, none of this would have been able to be done. The cafeteria also helped us and sold 365 combos, or the kits, as I explained before. At the end, 500 people attended to this activity. We won 51,000 lempiras or $2,156.44. We were very proud in general of our activity and our effort because we could see how people were having fun and felt like they were at home. And we hope that one day we can repeat some kind of activity that looks similar to this one. Now my friend Sarah will talk to you about the vision and future of our project.
Thank you, Kiara. So now I'm going to talk to you about our vision and the future. For the last 2 years, we have been working on improving the living conditions and well-being of the animals in our local zoo in Tegucigalpa, Honduras, as well as working on improving the architecture and concept design of the zoo. So now tell me, why do you go to the zoo? Could you please raise your hands?
Well, mostly to see the animals in the zoo.
Well, as you can see, the simple answer is to go see the animals. But it becomes a little more complex than that when you think about it as a learning experience to learn about them, their environment, their cages, what they eat, what they like, what they don't like, and how they interact with people. The zoo is an amazing place. It educates us all. It gives people the opportunity to observe wildlife they may otherwise never be able to see. By taking care of our local zoo, we're taking care of the animals and not only doing this, but also teaching others to go visit them. The zoo in Tegucigalpa needed a change, not just a change for the animals, but also a change in its facilities and its master plan as well. It was also really important for us for it to become a good tourist attraction for people to enjoy. Now I'm going to talk to you briefly about our future. For the past years, me and my teammates can now say that with determination, dedication, and great effort, we have succeeded and accomplished our goals. We have helped the zoo immensely and everything that we wanted to do has been done, but still, there's more that we can do. Some of our expectations for the following years are to see further improvements in the park, to see animals transferred to their new cages and transferred to the more natural environment, as well as to see more people arrive. We can help the zoo and spread awareness by creating a unique visitor's experience, by improving the pathways, new exhibits, new cages or shelters for the animals, and to improve the visitor engagement and interaction. Also, by helping the conservation and sustainability of the zoo. By commitment to concept actions and making decisions, the sustainability and all the zoo's activities and operations, enhancing exhibits, awareness programs, and a zoo design that allows people to walk safely and watch the animals without them feeling imprisoned. Also, by achieving financial sustainability, by increasing the number of visitors and revenues, and to increase funding from other successful companies in our country. Now I'm going to talk to you about some more future activities that we're planning to do to spread the word and to raise more money. We're planning to host more bake sales, a marathon, a talent show at our school, or a fun colors day where kids can come up dressed as their favorite animals or anything animal print. Also, field trips to the zoo where we could serve them as their tour guides and explain to them about the zoo, our project, the animals, and everything that we're doing. Also, to place donation buckets all around the school where people could donate money that would help us with their fundraising, and to host more events like our movie night since it was such a big success. Now, my friend Andrea is going to introduce to you our activity.
Okay, so now it's time to get a little bit moving and to play our interactive activity. So since one of our goals is to create new cages for the animals and to improve our zoo, we are going to put you to the test to see if you can build a cage for one of our animals. So, yes, we will. Okay, so you will be divided in 6 groups of 5. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And please remember your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Okay. You're gonna be a 4. Or do you want to be with him? Okay, you're gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, back. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay? Okay, let's get divided. So the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s.
Where's group number 2?
Group number 2, Group number 2 here, please. Group number 3,
2 here. It's live. Oh, yeah.
Ay, Ana Pau, te pasaste todo. ¿Qué dice el test? ¿Qué dice el test?
1, 2, does everybody have straws? 2, you can, no, 2, group 2, you can be over there in the back.
Group 2 is here. Ustedes son los 2. Group 2 es aquí.
Ellos.
Okay, so I am going to assign each one an animal.
Do you need scissors
And you have to do it.
to cut the